We got some Niji Sanji stuff, because we always do. Okay, so yesterday, guys, I did tell you about how Any Color sent like a threatening letter to an artist. Long story short, artist worked for a company called Unicrate. Unicrate was not paying the artist. Artist went to the government to help get paid. So Unicrate leaked some untrue stuff to the CEO of Any Color. CEO of Any Color issued a threatening warning letter to the artist. Artist freaked out and said, "What the hell?" And then Any Color was like, "Oh, whoops. Someone at the company used the CEO's signature seal without his permission. My bad, my bad." And then they're like, Well, there's some more updates, guys. So this is, I believe, from the same user, Woodpecker Hunting 28. It says, update, the threatened artist reveals she was harassed by Any Color lawyer in the past and other concerning tweets. So they're like, here is the post, because I can't edit my last one. This was the post for context, which was this guy. Okay, it says, the artist in question replied to one of the tweets this morning and revealed that she was harassed by Any Color lawyers in the past. Was that a one-time thing? It appears to not be. So this was a tweet that was translated. So actually, when he was young and participating in harassment against me in the past, he was kind of a person going crazy in Slack saying, I have a lawyer's badge. I really am a lawyer. So what I'm saying is correct. So don't talk back to me. What? So it can't be helped, I guess. Also, when I shared this to my lawyer, they backed up that he was young and inexperienced. So it says, this tweet is under the original tweet where she stated the company's signature stamp should never be used without permission. She was also referring to the Any Color lawyer. There are 2 other tweets that she posted yesterday. They're a little hard to understand because they don't have subjects, but I did my best to translate. So this is the one tweet that says, the translated tweet is, if I wanted to lower the stock price, you can give me 3 million crowdfunding. Then it should be only 30 minutes to an hour per meeting. But I have audio recordings that easily exceed that. You don't want this, do you? You don't want to hear a recording of a woman being yelled at by 3 men with legal department using the company name and say that this is a consensus of the company. This is a meeting, so you need to obey. Do not hang up. Ho! Whoa! What? Oh my God, that is terrifying. Imagine being bullied like this. Like, oh my God, that is terrible. Ugh. Okay. Boo! All right, and this is translation number 2. It says, it's rough that a company in which the internal structure does not change. This is the entire problem, guys. This is the whole point. This is the whole point of why everyone is doing reporting on Niji Sanji, because they are unwilling to shake up management and actually do the right by the fans and do right by their VTubers. Anyways, okay. It's rough that a company in which internal structure does not change. Did they get scared that the person they've been harassing as much as they want because they thought she was just a young girl properly prepared for a lawsuit and brought in a lawyer and thought they settled the past by making a small amount of money that they already bargained to lower price? I'm angry because even though I kept quiet, they still do terrible things. This is the thing. This is what happens, right? If you don't speak out, it's just going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So she's finally like, all right, I've had enough. So apparently this wasn't the first time she's been threatened with legal action from Any Color. This is now the second or perhaps third time. Smart that she recorded things. Smart she went to a lawyer. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. Oh my God. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse. It's just, I'm glad people feel safe enough to talk about it now because they're just such a horrible company, such a disgusting company. Wow. And the Redditor says, in both tweets, she does not mention any names, so we shouldn't jump to conclusions. However, there are some important elements here that I think we need to pay attention to. Mention of stock price equals, initially I thought she was referring to Unicrate, but Unicrate is not listed and is not publicly traded stocks. Okay, so when she says stock prices, she probably means Any Color, aka Niji Sanji. She also has an audio recording of a conversation in which she is yelled at by 3 people from a legal department. People she is talking about have done terrible things to her in the past, where she has kept her silence until now. So this is not a one-time occurrence. I'm still blown away about how Any Color managed to get themselves involved in this when the issue was originally between Unicrate and the artist, right? Yeah, like they didn't even like they weren't even like really involved, and then it's like, hold my beer, bro. Let me step into the ring. You're like, no, this wasn't even a fight with you, but now you're bringing to light even more horrible, horrendous things. Anyways, the whole thing is very concerning, but I'm glad this got out because there could be other artists who were harassed just like her. Yeah, that I'm not totally surprised, because artist types, they don't want to be bothered and buried in legal stuff, right? So like a lot of people probably are just like, oh, whatever, I just give up, right? Like, oh, whatever, it's just easier to like not fight them, So if people start speaking up, I'm sure a lot of people are going to come out of the woodwork. So this is brilliant that she's doing that. There's also a possibility of police investigation if the lawyer using CEO's signature stamp without permission is true. Yes, please do. Please do a police investigation. So this, if you want to support her, guys, this is the artist, Anisama _ Daisuke. So this is her here. This is her YouTube channel. She does a lot of ASMR content. As you can see, look at the funny guy at the top left. It's that ASMR head that was in the that was in the ad there. Okay, so on this piece of news, our guy Legal Mindset, he was able to connect with a Japanese lawyer, which is freaking awesome. A++. And the Japanese lawyers, so this is an anonymous Japanese lawyer, but this was their comments. After reading over the contract was seen as unlawful in Japan. Huh? So like, that's not okay. Anyways, let's click on some of these particular pieces that the Japanese lawyer was able to kind of pick out from the contract. It says contract clearly is machine translated, not a vibe, because this is a legal document. It probably should have human eyes on it, right? And it says, as a native speaker, the document is clearly machine translated, even from the title Business Entrustment Agreement. Directly translated, this is literally labeled as an independent contract agreement. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. All right. Then we have Article 12, bracket 3, is unenforceable. Woo! Says completely unenforceable under Japanese law because moral rights are codified as non-transferable under the Copyright Act of Japan. The contract itself stating transferred is a pretty big flag of the incompetence. Oh my God. Even a Japanese lawyer is like, yo, this is stupid. So here's the Article 12 of the particularly, this is the Article 12, bracket 3, where it says, even in the event that ownership rights, copyrights, or other legal rights arise to Party B in the course of the VTuber activities, such rights, including the rights prescribed in Article 27 and Article 28 of the Copyright Act, shall be transferred to Party A at the same time as such rights arise. So apparently, that is not a vibe, according to the Japanese lawyer. Okay, here's the other thing that the Japanese lawyer was saying. VTubers would not classify as independent contractors. Japan has 4 general employment categories: official employees, contract employees, temporary employees, and independent contractors. However, in Japan, independent contractors typically may not be bound by an exclusivity clause. Because if you're bound by a clause, that makes you what? An employee. How interesting. Oh, man, oh, please get wrecked. Oh, please get wrecked. Okay, and last one here. So this is also from the Japanese lawyer as well. Okay, so then this is the last point. Under Japanese law, many terms likely unlawful for employees. Potential violations of Labor Standards Act, the Penal Code, and Protection Against Personal Information Act. Okay, freaking let's go get him. Let's go get him. That's amazing that even a Japanese lawyer is like, yeah, this is not a vibe. This is not a vibe. This is the worst contract I've ever seen. So Phase Connect. Oh no, what are they doing? This should be industry standard. What a better would be. Pippa talking about PC contract on stream. When you get a contract at PC, which is Phase Connect, management will talk you through each part in a mandatory meeting. You can have your own representation present if you want. Talents can ask questions, get information on each part, and negotiate terms. Wow, that sounds like a dream. That sounds like it should always be the case. Why is this? Why is the absolute bare minimum suddenly like, yeah, this looks good. Oh my god, incredible, incredible. All right, moving along to our next piece of juicy news. So this is a Niji Sanji VTuber. It says, congratulations to Claude Clawmark for earning a YouTube play button that he will never receive. Yep, exactly. It looks like the billionaire will have another plaque for the boat. So this is Claude with his new plaque. You, the person who's created all the work, you, the person who's created all the content. You won't. I'm sure he was like, come to the office, hey, Claude. Come to the office and take a picture of this. Or you know what? He probably didn't even come to the office. They're probably like, yeah, I got mailed here. Here's a picture of it. Now get the hell out of my office. Niji guy retweets Palmu. Oopsies. There goes his money. What? Albad Nox forgot that he was on his main. What? Oh goodness. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, did someone tweet something they shouldn't have? Oh no, oh no. Okay, we got some skinwalking happening at Niji Sanji. So Alira and Shu tweets about virtual Rhapsody seems kinda ... corporate. So hello Singapore, me and the others will be seeing you in April in Rhapsody. Can't wait to meet you all. They're just kind of going on there with their blinders going la 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 la, nothing's happening, la la la, nothing, everything's fine, la la la. It's kind of ridiculous. It's pretty sketchy skinwalking vibes. So, yes. Okay. So this is on the Niji subreddit as well. It says, funny how the negligible decision they made is the most important decision they made. Ah-ha! Yes, I have to agree. This is true. It says here, from Solan being fired, now everyone is against Niji. Hashtag facts. Absolutely. Like they're coming under fire and it's well-deserved. All the people who had dark secrets against Niji is coming out to share their bad experience with Nijis. I'm so happy that, by the way, that's happening because that deserves to happen. Absolutely. You don't become a billionaire without stepping on some toes, but that's not okay. It's not okay to treat people like this. It's not okay to intimidate artists into legal proceedings. They're the worst black company. Kuro Sanji, 100%. Without an influential member being removed, I think most people would still be on Niji's side. Unfortunately, that is true. And all these people would have to take their secrets to the grave, lest they would have to take the wrath of Niji defenders smearing their name. Please support these people in their time of need. Yes, please do. Yes, absolutely. Especially our Japanese bros and sisses, since them coming out in Japanese may lead to litigation against them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if so many people have something to say against Niji Sanji, like the court cannot ignore that. Right? I mean, come on, like one person maybe, but like a bunch of people, I feel like probably not. Like they're just such a bad company, and they've had so many opportunities to like right the ship, right the yacht, I guess, but they won't. So this was like the single grain of rice will tip the scale. This is like the final nail on the coffin. Definitely the negligible decision was the most important one. I 100% have to agree. No. Oh my goodness. All right. This is more of like an exploded out version of the leaked copy of the Niji Sanji contract. Remember when I said, oh my God, this is too complicated for my brain? This person has kind of broken it down in layman's terms, which is great. So let's go. So this is from X. This is from Daniel, Big Daniel Energy. And they said, this is beyond effed. I took a few screenshots from Legal Mindset stream of the leaked copy of the Niji's base contract. And if you really love the livers, stop watching them and pray they bail. I'll post the analysis here. And then so Daniel says, you've been warned. It gets worse with every picture. Niji Sanji can legally seize any and all earnings from a liver in the previous 12 months if they are found to be breach of contract. 100%. That is true. Yes, we looked at that. That was so awful. If Niji deems that you have committed betrayal, whatever the hell that means, they can fire you with impunity. There you go. And it says, in the event that there's an act of betrayal against party A or an act against public order or morals, party A determines that it is unreasonable to continue the contractual relationship. So don't you dare betray them. Niji Sanji can force any of their liver to do any of the following. So there is a real chance that Niji pointed the gun at Alira's head and forced her to do the black video. Also note, Niji can freely dox the livers and have them do these events without their avatars. Yep, that's true. So Niji can force you to do appearances on television, radio, records, videos, movies, plays, concerts, commercials, newspapers, magazines, like any matters. They can make you do anything, right? And then it says, Niji may give a liver up to 1,300 in total for their debut for equipment, setup, background, and software. If Niji thinks you don't need it, they are not obliged to give you anything except the model. So this was the where Party A can give a total cost of up to 200,000 yen, which was like $1,000 bucks. But that's only if it's determined necessary. And then if you're canceled or any other circumstances, like they don't have to pay you anything. So you're like, oh, gross. Daniel says, oh, I missed something big in the previous screenshot. Niji is allowed to force you to relocate, even if you disagree, as the term place is used and was not defined otherwise. And the cost of travel is borne to you out of pocket. That is correct. They shall implement VTuber activities at a place designated by Party A, and Party B shall immediately report. It's like, actual cost of transportation where Party B goes to the office or visits. An actual cost incurred it shall be borne by Party A. However, Party B, you got to send in an invoice. And the invoice has to be in by the 3rd business day of the month following the month that the costs are incurred. So you have to pay everything out of pocket and hope to God that your invoice, that the invoice that you invoice them gets paid. Stupid. So dumb. Oh, and just for laughs, yes, discrimination, NA hate speech is banned under any color rules of contract. Yep, here it is. Violation of public order and morality and obscene or harmful. Oh, yep. That certainly is that no hate speech, but only for some people. If for any reason the liver is in a dispute with a platform like YouTube or Twitch, the company is not obligated to intervene, meaning the company will not help livers regarding any copyright strikes, takedowns, etc. We are not going to help you. We only want your money. So stupid. Yeah, it says in the Party B's external services, they shall comply. Oh yeah, this one. I think that's a different one. But yeah, it's even if Niji screws you over and causes untold damage to you, they are not only obligated to pay how much the liver earned in the last 6 months, and that is if you can prove, which Niji will drag their feet on forever. Imagine the members of TTT. It says here, Party A is intentionally gross or negligible. Party A's liability for damage shall be limited to the total cost paid by Party A to Party B for the last 6 months. So even if we screwed up, we'll pay you what you made in the last 6 months. Ugh. If Niji Sanji believes livers cause any damage to Niji due to a breach of contract, Niji can demand compensation for all lost profits. Basically, they can wrangle every dollar out of any liver leaving. So, not so easy to leave, huh? Exactly. You can leave at any time. Can you? Can you? I don't think so. Also, for reference, sorry I didn't do this sooner, Party B is the liver, Party A is Niji Sanji. And yes, as mentioned before, they can terminate you for basically any reason without notice. Can you imagine how stressful that would be just to show up to work and you're like, oh man, you know, you looked at the wrong link. It's time for you to go. And also you owe us your last 6 months worth of money. Absolute mad lads. Bad lads. They're bad lads. And it says, Niji Sanji is not legally obligated to protect their own livers or intervene with any bullying, fighting, or any conflict with internal streamers. So management does not manage. Shocker. What a shock. As you can see, this is happening. The livers are expected to deal with it, cost and time themselves, but Niji needs to be notified. What a joke. Absolutely disgusting. Ash Holt, thank you so much for the $5. Most people speaking out in Japan use Tor and AI voices to avoid being caught. Hopefully all the people speaking out over there know the strategy. Oh, that's a great strategy, Ash. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the $5 tip. I appreciate it. Ichi, welcome to Kakro supporter. Hello. Hi, thank you so much. Okay, let's keep going, guys. We're almost there. Friends. Let's see here. And then this is the most effed. Niji can unilaterally change the terms of a liver's contract automatically if a liver does not respond to Niji's amendment within 14 days or if the liver does any of the activities mentioned, basically doing their job. Yeah, so you can be in a coma, and they're like, well, you didn't reply in 14 days, so this is binding. Bye. So basically, if Niji suspends a liver for 14 days and they can't answer an email about the contract change, auto-accepted. That is very wrong. Niji sends a new contract change to the liver, starts streaming, auto-accepted. They tweet, auto-accepted. This is effed. Absolutely, Daniel. You're 100% spot on. Niji can communicate with the liver in any form they want, and it's the liver's job to make sure that they get the message. Now, this might not seem bad, but considering much of Japan still uses... What? They still use fax machines? No. Is that true? A fax machine? Oh my god. No, that's gotta be wrong. Hold on. Does Japan use fax machines? Does Japan... No. Although fax machines were common in offices around the world in the 80s and 90s, personal computers and email have generally made them unnecessary. However, fax machines are still being used by most businesses and even in many homes. What? Oh my god, that's so cringe. Wow. Okay. Oh, I did not know that. Man, I didn't know that. What? Okay. Anyways, fax machine. A fax machine. Oh my god, just send a freaking... Just send a pigeon at that point. Oh my god. Wow. Imagine if they send you a fax regarding your contract and you don't see it. Oof. Yeah. So they can... Yeah, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Nothing terrible here. It's just funny to lift your mood a bit. Oh god, I know. Basically, Niji, Sanji, and the Livers declare that they are not, in fact, a criminal enterprise, i.e. a Yakuza. They are totally legal. This is necessary, but funny. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? I don't know, man. They sound kind of nuts. I don't know. They're like kind of like litigation bullies. Even if you are terminated or graduated, you are obligated to follow pretty much everything mentioned above. So basically, even if you're out, you're not really out, according to Niji's contract. Surviving provisions. No! Boo! Oh my god. And then, oh, here's a little bit more. Niji pulls a little sneaky at the end. And declares that if this contract goes to court, it'll be in Tokyo. This contract would be absolutely ripped apart by any American, Canadian, or Western court. I don't think even a Korean court would take this seriously. And from what we've seen from Legal Mindset, looks like Japanese lawyers are also not in favor of it. Oh, wow. Yeah, they get to choose that it's like this must happen in Japan. TLDR, it is borderline slavery. If you really care about your favorite livers and Niji Sanji, detach yourself, pray that they get proper lawyer, and get the hell out of Doge. By blindly supporting, you are letting Niji get away with mistreating their livers. Much of this is unenforceable, especially in the United States. However, unless the livers stand up for themselves and lawyer up, they cannot get out of this. Do not enable a company to continue doing this. Run and wait for their PLs. Please do not be like these people. There are several individuals on Twitter, and I know 100% go on this website where they make the hit list and Niji defense re-entry. They are victim blaming. The livers are mostly young and impressionable. The company has screwed them. Let's see, what's this? In the event that Party B does not... Okay, well, I don't know. Okay, that's it. LOL, that's normal. You're dumb. What? Cannot commit to your job if within 14 days you do not read any notifications about amendments in contracts. That is your own responsibility to read the contract. Typical jobless behavior and rule breaker behavior. That's disgusting. Anonymous, shame on you. That's disgusting. People should not be tricked into signing crappy contracts. That's terrible. Disclaimer, this contract is the base unedited version. We can hope that some livers signed a better contract. However, it's also possible they did sign this. A, the livers may not have a lawyer. B, they were time constraint. Or C, they thought it was worth it. I would like to post one more thing for some people on Twitter. There are some people calling this lies or LOL, I don't believe it. I've seen many people outright laugh and say they will continue to support the company. You know who you are. Ew! Regulations include prohibitions against any misleading information, which includes references to past results and not objectively verifiable predictions or guarantees of results, testimonials that fail to comply with prerequisites with the requirements listed in Rule 4-7.13. I'm not sure what that means. Basically, if this was all a nothing burger or cooked up by Legal Mindset, then he would be risking his law license for this. Which, if you think critically for just a moment, would be extremely dumb if the contract is made up. But take it as you will. Oh man, why would people think that Legal Mindset made it up? That's a really weird theory, but wow. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I mean, TLDR, crappy contract from crappy company. I guess why are we surprised? Some pretty sad news. And sad news is Akira Toriyama, the guy who made Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger. Well, he made the art for Dragon Quest. He made Chrono Trigger art and Dr. Slump. So he has unfortunately passed away. It's very sad. I had a bit of a cry, just because Dragon Ball was such an influential anime, to not just to me, but I feel to like a lot of people. Thank you so much for all of your amazing work. Thank you for inventing Vegeta, who was debatably the hottest anime man to ever exist. So thank you so much, Akira Toriyama. It's still like really sad. It's still really sad, but also we have to be really happy for everything that he's done in his life, and really his art lives on, you know? It lives on in all of us. So we have to really take that sad news, but also like be really happy that you know, we had such a great artist, a great innovator, and yeah, just so thank you so much for all of your hard work, and hopefully your walk on Snake Road is not a long one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join my Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!